So over the last season of sailing in the Great Lakes, and over the season before, actually the last 2 years that I've had the screen at the helm, the big screen at the helm, I've had a couple of instances where the moisture has gotten into the connectors that lead up to the screen. The screen itself has not really had an issue. The different connections that I've had from the nav station all the way to the helm have caused a few problems. Now in that loop, I have several different connections, and what I want to do is I want to waterproof those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through what I've got and how I'm going to go about waterproofing it. So the first thing I've got is I've got a cable like this, and this is the HDMI connection to the screen. And as you can see, it's a waterproof connector. So that's never been a problem. And this has always been on show. This first half of the cable has always been on show. And then this goes into the console. And where I was having issues was this connection here, where HDMI, it's a normal HDMI connection, goes to an HDMI extender. So this connection right here. So last season what I did is I took some butyl tape and I wrapped the butyl tape around the connection. And that is what I've got here. I've got butyl tape around the connection and then some duct tape over the top, just to keep it from being sticky. On this end is the two connections, which basically is how I run HDMI down to the nav station. This is a HDMI extender, which basically puts HDMI over two Cat5 cables, or in my case, Cat6 cables. So that's one connection. The other thing I've got to do is, again, a waterproof connection, and this waterproof connection is for the touch screen. On one end it's the waterproof connection, on the other end it's a USB connector. And I had a couple of instances where the USB was getting a little damp and shorted out, or just the screen, touch screen wouldn't work until I dried that connection off. Another connection that I have is I also run from the nav station, I run USB over Cat6 cable as well. So here I've got a similar situation where I wrapped it in butyl tape and then wrapped it in duct tape. So it's a USB whatever that is, I can't remember what it is. It's a USB B, I think, or something like that, but it's what you would see in a printer. So it's what you'd see in a printer, and what I have connected, I have this connected to my USB hub. So that's another thing that I have at my, in the console by the helm, I have a USB hub, and this USB hub is connected with the USB like so. So all these things need waterproofing. Also in that box, I have Maiana. It is a AIS system. So I have this connected, and I have ground 12 volts, NMEA 0183 plus and minus. And here, power GPS. So in here, or actually in what this is connected to, there is a GPS unit, or two GPS units, and there's also AIS transmission and reception. And that's all connected over Cat6 as well. So there's another Cat6 connector. So if you're keeping tabs, there are basically 4 Cat6 connectors and then 4 connections here, power for this device, and also 2 cables which need a little slot cutting out because I can't get the ends off without cutting it, and I'm not going to cut it. So the connections that are going to come to here and also going to go to the power for this powered hub is going to go over this waterproof device. So I got this off Amazon, and there'll be a link to all these components, but it is basically a waterproof connector, so a waterproof panel type connector. So 4 pins on this side, 4 pins on that side, and then these go together. So that'll be connected on my wire externally, and this will go into the box. In order to get the 4 Cat 6 connectors through, I have these units, and these are basically panel mounted Cat 5 through connectors. So it's sealed here, there's a seal here, you drill a hole through a box, and then this goes on the outside, and it can go around the cable. There's a break in the rubber piece here, and you can go around a cable and then into here, and it's all going to be totally sealed. So that's all going to be sealed. And then here's the box that it all comes in. So this is everything. Now, what I really need to do is I need to drill 4 holes for those, and then 1 hole for this, and then 2 slots, 1 for the USB and 1 for HDMI. What I did do is I basically know how many connections I need to make, so I made a little template that basically will fit on here, and I've printed it to scale, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out. Okay, so I've got this now, and what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to stick it on here like so. All right, so I've taped it on there. What I didn't do when I designed this is I didn't put centers in for everything, which I probably should have done. I'm going to drill here. Okay, so there's the first hole. All right, so here we go. Look, I drilled holes here. I cracked the thing there, which what I'll do is I'll put some glue on the inside to make sure that that's sealed. I do intend for it to be this way around, so there shouldn't be much in the way of any water sort of draining into there. The seals are all, other than that, the seals are all in. This one here, I'm gonna have to take out again because it basically needs soldering on the other side here, and I haven't done that yet. So that'll be the next job, solder 4 wires onto here and have that coming in from the side. Well, I've said this before and I'll say it again, I'm not very good solderer, and this is pretty small. Hopefully I can see it enough to do it. All right, so 2 are on. That's pins 1 and 2. Well, that was easier than I thought it was going to be, and everything's gone in. Pretty straightforward. So I don't know how much of this I need, so I'm just going to take that much and cut it off. Right there, through there like so. fastener on the other end. And it should tell me if this one and the blue one is connected. And the red one. Nope. The green one. And the black one. Alright, so my continuity is right. All four of them are not connected to anything else, but they are connected to each other. And just to make sure it stays like that, I'm gonna put some hot glue on that connection, which means I probably won't be able to redo it if anything goes wrong, but it will give it some strength. So I've got the box here. I've loosely put the USB hub in here. I've connected up the power and the NMEA connections here, and then the power to that as well. I've created this, which is a custom made Cat 6 or Cat 5e cable here that goes from the port at the bottom over here to the Maiana. And I bought this extra cable, which is basically a foot long, or a single foot long cable, USB cable. I've also screwed Maiana to the top of this. I drilled some holes in the top. I took the cover off first, just to secure it. The one thing that isn't secured is the actual device is not secured down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some of this Velcro, and I'm going to secure this to the bottom. So this might take a little bit of work to do, but I'm going to lift this out and then put some Velcro on the bottom. So I just plan to put a piece of Velcro there. Right, so now I'm just going to drop this in here, try and get it in the right place. Oh, yeah, that's the right way. Try and get it in the right place in the first time around. And so push it down to glue it down. And that's that. So this is going to go around here. And this goes around here too. All right, now we'll start putting everything back in place. Now I've already dry fitted a lot of this stuff. The last thing was that the cable that Amazon sent me the wrong cable for one of the devices, so I just got that today. So the first thing I'm going to do is plug this one in here, and then plug it in here. So that's that. So that's all that connected up now. There's still USB ports if we ever need it, but this is what I expect to be in here. Then I have this, which is gonna go in here like so. Like I said, I already dry fitted this, and I don't know where that's gonna go just yet. So it might take a bit of persuading. These are gonna go here. So one. One's there like that. The other one goes over the top. So that device goes down in there like so. And the other one goes to the top over here. And then that goes in there like so at that point. Now, the one thing left to put in here is this USB connection here, like so. So it's going to go there, and then into this port right here. have to just put that in there like so. So that's like so, like that, and everything then is in its place. What I am going to do here in these two locations is put in so I'm going to take some of this butyl tape and I'm going to wrap it around both these cables and use it for waterproofing. So pull this in half. A little sticky, but I'm going to put it around here like so. I'm just going to snug it into there. And same with this one. Just going to wrap it around the cable. And have it coming out of that hole a little bit. Here we get it all the way around. So it's just going to seal any small little gaps we've got. And then we're going to put the lid on. Now, I don't want to lose all these screws, but I do have to run this around the inside. So this, I usually start at an easy point, like somewhere in the middle. Then in like that. So I've gone all the way around with that, and now one screw did fall out, so I have to watch I don't lose any more. But I want to put this back on here like so. Just goes like this, and we just get the various corners to fit on, and you have to compress it because obviously it's compressing the little rubber gasket that I just put in. And here we have it. So now we have sealed connections for everything. What I am going to do is going to get my wife's label maker and just put labels on these items so that we know what they all are. the installation of the boat will be in the next, will be a small segment in the next video, most probably, because I'm not at the boat this week.